I'm excited to talk about this. We didn't get to talk afterwards.
No, we didn't.
So I'm excited to see what everybody thought.
Dish it out. What'd you think?
I don't know if I like new action movies.
Oh, okay.
This is changing my perspective on everything.
Whoa, okay.
Go on. What do you think?
Predator, Badlands was fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This was not a dissimilar film
Okay.
Okay.
in that it's new, and I'm an old person now, and I just don't know if they're made for me.
This is the Off the Break Podcast, your podcast dedicated to current movie theater news, operations, and insights from the people that book the movies.
Hello, and welcome to this special off-day episode of Off the Break Podcast, where we are flailing to get this podcast recording, but this is the one. I can feel it this time around.
Hey, I'm having a great time.
Hey, this is one out of how many we've done? Like 52. Yeah. So you're on a good streak, Kyle.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I need to start. It's been over a year now since you guys have been on the podcast, so
God,
it
that's crazy.
possibly could be 50 episodes. I mean, not for us together, but at least
Yeah.
total
In
for your
general?
appearances.
Yeah.
I would think so.
Yeah.
Because by the time you guys got on, we were on episode 300, and now it's
That's crazy.
over 350,
Wow.
356, something like
Oh
that.
my gosh. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Look at you.
Look at you, Kyle. Yes.
We were just now scrolling on our Instagram to a reel because we were talking about the Little Mermaid remake or like Disney remakes, and it took me forever to scroll through all of our episodes just to find like the 20-second clip making fun of Cody and take she out on Ursula or something. It was deep in the archives. There's been a lot of this.
I know it took you like 15 minutes. I think it did.
Did it take me that long?
It did. Yeah. There's so much to go through, which is so
It was
cool.
committed. I'm so glad we waited too. It was so good.
Oh, so yeah.
Yeah.
It was about how Lizzo should have been Ursula.
Yeah, so but anyway, that was then and this is now.
This is now.
Right now this weekend is Running Man and Now You See Me 3 weekend. And I don't think we really need to talk about like box office related things because actually the last time all three of us were on the episode together, we kind of give a heads up that it's going to be shallower grosses than what you would hope for, but a large part of that is because of the hype for Wicked 2 and
next week.
Zootopia.
Yeah.
So if you see those coming in, I don't think it's an audience thing. It's just because everyone's excited and saving their dollars for the big holiday weekend, which is next weekend, right? Wicked is coming out.
Wicked is next
Oh my
weekend.
gosh. It's crazy.
It's already
upon us.
November. It's insane. It's crazy.
I know we planned so long to be here to get to scrape through those months, and
Yeah.
then it's like, oh my God, saving grace, we're here.
Yeah, a light at the end of a tunnel.
Well, let's talk about that light then, because Alyssa was gushing to us about Wicked so much that you got to shed some light onto Wicked Part 2. What is it about?
No, we were just talking. It was funny because I know the musical decently well, and Kyle had said that he'd heard the talk of that people don't like the second act as much as Act 1, and so we were kind of brainstorming as to why that might be, and I think it could be because Act 2 is definitely more related to Wizard of Oz, and it's not anything new. It is, they take their own spin on it for sure, whereas Act 1 is completely new. We have the Wicked Witch and Glinda, but we have them at the university, we have fun stuff, and it's bright and it's fun, and Act 2 is not.
Yeah.
So it's also a lot heavier. And there's going to be at least two, I think it's just 2 new original songs.
Yeah, you told us that earlier this
Written
week.
by Stephen Schwartz, who wrote the musical in the first place. So I have hope. I hope to God that they're good. I just don't know. When you try to add new stuff, it's
really
scary.
worried about these 2 new
I am.
songs.
I'm burnt by Moana.
That's
when
what
the
I'm
guy
saying.
when The Rock started rapping, I was like, "What is going on?" Like, what? So when you add new
This
mixes,
isn't you.
Yeah, this isn't you.
Yeah. So I'm scared. But at least it's still him. So it's still the same person who wrote the musical. So that's still good.
Yeah.
But I get nervous, and I think there was room for songs, and especially since it's going to be long again. So and part 1 and For Good are pretty lengthy together. But I'm always down for more music. though,
Yeah.
in a musical. So I'm excited for it, but I'm hesitant about it.
Right. And it's just because of your personal connection
Yeah.
to this story. It's not because reviews are saying that it's bad.
No.
Or I don't even know if reviews are out for this movie yet, but I have to imagine they're going to be on par with the first one because they were both filmed at the same time. Like, I can't
Yeah.
think of
Yeah.
what the biggest difference would be in the same timetable of shooting the movie as compared to, like, if it was like a year delay of shooting or something like
Yeah.
that.
No, I mean, I'm excited for it. I like Act 2. Fun stuff happens, and I love what they did with the one sheets, with the posters. There's some like teasers in there. People kind of know what's going to happen and how it goes, which is fun. But yeah, and then I'm excited to hear people who don't know it at all and see what they think.
Right.
Because you're not really a musical guy, even in general. I mean, a lot of people aren't musical people, but
I mean, I grew up with movie musicals, but not for this one.
yeah.
Yeah. So I am going to this blind. I mean, The Wizard of Oz, for me, I'm kind of curious about, more so about how I'm going to react to the
Yeah.
Wizard of Oz connections, because my humorous approach to this is that, like, Glinda's gonna have like some battle in the background with the wizard or whatever it is, while like they're skipping on the yellow brick road, and it's just all in the background. That's my own personal hope, but I don't think that's quite gonna happen.
Action heavy, blood
Yeah.
spilled. I mean, okay,
But it's
both
only in
aren't
the
really wrong, but
Yeah, I know.
only in the background. Air battle.
I mean, kind of.
I also kind of still not wrong.
Yeah.
But no, so it's fun to hear what people think, and for people who know the musical and for people who don't. So I'm excited to see and hear different people's reactions about it.
Any other thoughts to add for that, Shayla?
No, I'm just excited.
Mm.
Yeah. I think that Alyssa is probably the person to listen to when it comes to this stuff.
Definitely.
My own opinions, of course, but
But they're so passionate. It makes it
Educated
fun.
opinions.
oh god, I'm so excited. I love musicals. I love movies, and I love when they're done well.
Is it opening
So-
night for you?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
Okay.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah, I have to make sure to bring my mom to it, of course. We did that for the last year, so I have to do that this year.
Yes.
Showed me Wizard of Oz, of course, so
Oh, that's
Yeah.
so sweet.
yeah.
That's
Yeah.
so adorable.
Yeah, any other thoughts before we talk about a movie that we were all able to see? It's going to be kind of, this episode's just pretty much talking about movies.
Yeah.
I mean, let's go.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm ready.
All right. Start off with Fackham Hall.
Oh my god, so good.
Yeah. Shockingly good.
Yeah.
I mean, some of the screeners we get are, they're smaller studio movies, but this one felt like a top level spoof movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's what it is. Like, this movie coming from Bleecker Street is a spoof on Downton Abbey.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. And like, well, I guess a little spoilers, but like British mystery movies
Yeah.
in general too.
Yep.
It's got like a little bit of that in there, which is also hilarious.
Yeah.
But
The mystery part I didn't see coming. Like, seeing the
I
trailer,
know.
I just don't remember that being an aspect of the
Yeah.
story.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, it was kind of like out of left field, but it also fit with the story. So it was good.
Yeah, it definitely wasn't like a weird departure or something.
No.
But I was like, oh, and this is happening on top of what the story is
Yeah.
just finding love when you're very rich and privileged,
Yep.
I guess.
Yeah.
yeah.
I don't think they could have carried that the whole movie.
No, so it was a fun change
Yeah.
of pace and another thing to poke fun of.
Yes.
So
And that's what I say we really liked, was that it was a lot of poking fun about the type of movie that it is, about like the setting that the movie is. It all takes itself seriously. And I think that's like the best way that spoof movies are done, is when they treat themselves as in like they're in the same setting as the movie that they're spoofing off of, but everything surrounding it is what's funny.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like just the
definitely.
hijinks and the stuff that doesn't make sense for the movie that you're in, but yet it just makes it all the funnier.
yeah, it was just like the
definitely.
wordplay about it, the physical comedy aspect of it, the stuff that would be behind the scenes or like back in the set, the signs, and it was just a fun package.
Yeah,
Like if you didn't find
absolutely.
one thing funny, there was something you were going to find funny in there.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. I think for what people were saying for the Naked Gun reboot, that there was always a joke and it was always landing, the same goes for this one, really.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, for sure. Absolutely.
Yep.
Yeah, we were talking about other spoof movies too, and so like the Starving Games, we watched that. I unfortunately had to watch that. But it like it's
Why
like
did you do that to yourself?
because of my lovely husband. But But the plot, like, it was like they got distracted by the plot with the humor, and then they had to come back to the plot. They're like, oh, yeah, we're actually making a movie. But this one was like, it was plot, and then it had funny moments.
Along the way.
Yeah, for sure. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think spoof movies definitely need to not like talk down about the movie that they're riffing off of.
For sure.
Yes, which they definitely did in that one.
In like especially those later ones that
Yeah.
probably killed the spoof genre. you
Yeah.
know?
Yeah, probably, because they were so dumb. It's just
Yeah.
so stupid.
Yeah, exactly. Alyssa, you and your husband were also telling us the other day that a comedian was the one that wrote this movie.
Yeah, so I didn't actually know who he was, but Austin loves comedians, and we were watching it, and it got to the part with the pastor and him when he's reading and the marriage vows. Yep. Yes, and it's wordplay hilarious. And he went, "Oh God, I love his comedy."
Yeah.
And I went, "Oh, he's actually a comedian." He said, "Yeah, that's Jimmy Carr." I was like, "Oh, great." And then seeing the credits afterwards that it was basically written by him. And so we went, oh God, of course. So it's a hilarious comedian. And then we watched some of his acts afterwards, and he's hysterical.
Yeah.
And so it's like, of course, he's a British Irish comedian who knows and probably lived a lot of this genre and growing up in that, and then writing this. So it was written by a comedian, which made total sense because it's hilarious.
Yep.
I'm just surprised that it wasn't advertised more.
No, I had no idea.
No idea.
No idea. And I like Downton Abbey. I like, Julian Fellowes stuff and all that. And so this was out of left field for me.
Definitely.
And I texted it to my friend too, who's the same thing. And she was like, oh my God, no, I had no idea. But I sent her the trailer, and she said it looked hilarious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it was a real
sure.
bummer that it wasn't promoted more, which, I mean, it could get lost and everything. It's,
It's
rough
at a bad
time frame for
sure.
something smaller, but deserves a spotlight for sure.
Absolutely. I remember I was going through the trailer watching, and I was like, you watch trailers just to get the gist of things to see if it'll do good for your theater. And I was like, and the first sign came up, and it was like incestuous or something. And I was like, okay, I'm locked. I'm awake now. Like,
Well, yeah, I mean, it was really great of Bleecker Street to send us a screener of this to begin with. We wanted to check it out because it did look funny, but also it's coming out on December 5th. And that is a tough weekend to do for movie theaters. And granted, we do have Zootopia and Wicked, and I'm sure those are going to fill out just fine. But, we always just want to recommend other stuff because we always get clients, and there's always opportunities to try out other things.
Yeah.
definitely.
Yeah. So A+ is all around, guys.
A+ is all around.
Definitely. Good job, Bleecker Street.
All right. So a quick cut. Shayla may not sound like herself because we subbed her out and brought in Ken for this second half of the episode. Ken, how are you feeling from your dentist appointment?
All right, let's do this. Let's do this.
Some good
As
drugs
I
they
blow
gave
up,
you.
blow up the monitor.
Well, you're just in time because we are going to talk about The Running Man next, which all three of us were able to see the other night.
Yeah, I'm excited to talk about this. We didn't get to talk afterwards.
No,
so
we didn't.
I'm excited to see what everybody thought.
Dish it out. What'd you think?
I don't know if I like new action movies.
Oh, okay.
This is changing my perspective on everything.
Whoa. Okay.
Go on. What do you think?
Predator, Badlands was fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This was not a dissimilar film
Okay.
Okay.
in that it's new, and I'm an old person now, and I just don't know if they're made for me. I don't know if
Darn.
these are for me, which is disappointing. This is one like I am excited for.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
genuinely
good.
excited for this. Running Man,
You were
Pen Pal's
you were
great.
hyped for this.
the director, like
Edgar
the Stephen
Wright.
King tie-in, the
Yeah.
whole thing. I'm pumped about all of this, and I was like,
But the year is 2025.
it's just, I mean, it's
Poor buddy.
heavy-handed, and they want to do like the social commentary, and I get it. Like that was part of the original.
Yeah.
But it was like
It's very direct,
a
not
very
nuanced.
It was
Yeah,
very
yeah.
small. Like, yeah, we're like, yeah, it was like rich people taking advantage of poor people. Like, we get it. Like that's in the subtext. Like I
Yeah.
don't need to be
It
hit
was-
over the head with
yeah,
it.
It was a lot.
I'll say this. I think that Schwarzenegger's Running Man, while it was definitely campier and sillier, may have had more nuance to it.
Right, that's what I mean, though.
Yeah.
It had more nuance. It was
as
like...
compared to this one, which is definitely more direct.
Yeah.
Which, granted, I don't necessarily think it's a bad thing. I did enjoy the movie, but at the same time, I was like equal parts entertained and equal parts thinking the movie is messy. Just because it was in this weird tone of like, yes, it is angry. Yes, it is angry at the world. Like our lead character played by Glenn Powell is supposed to be. So it is very direct, very in your face, very supposed to be chaotic and energized and intense. But for some reason, it just didn't feel like it sticks the landing with that tone. And so that's why it felt messy in parts to me. But I do think like plenty of action scenes are in this movie to where it's very entertaining, very funny parts as well.
Yeah.
And I was able to wind up enjoying it for the most part.
Yeah, Alyssa, what'd you think?
No, I mean, I agree. It is in your face, and he is also literally in your face a lot.
Glenn Powell is.
But I mean, I still had a fun time with it. It didn't hit as well for me as I thought it would have too. It didn't have as much Edgar Wright flair to me as I would have liked.
Yeah, I could agree with that.
100%.
It feels like a
I
departure.
expected
So
it
it's
to
a
be...
departure.
Which is for me is disappointing. Like I still enjoyed it. But I love his work, and it didn't feel like something he did, if that makes sense.
No, I get what you mean. It's definitely a departure from his work, but
Which is fine. I mean, if he wants to do something different
But
or a
with
little
all
new,
the
that's great.
futuristic visuals you expected to see, like arrows, like Scott Pilgrim was like, run this way.
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
Yeah,
these
just like
kind of
full on like commit
captions
and
and the whole thing.
Which and there still there's some fun drone shots and some like great action sequences for sure.
But it doesn't feel like it's his.
Didn't feel as fun almost. Not that it needed to be fun. I don't know if that's the right way to say it.
You do still want it to be fun in the way that Edgar Wright can deliver fun action.
Yeah.
Although like the commentary of it
has
all
only
Yeah.
delivered fun
It-
action.
Yes.
But it really did. I
Right.
think the commentary of it all really was like, which again, that's fine. And
Yeah.
but for me, it was a little lackluster on that front. But I mean, the cast was great. Michael Cera was hilarious. Loved his portion.
Like he put on some muscle, right? Am I
Yeah, that's what
crazy?
we were talking about after.
Yeah,
It was like, oh shoot.
He looked reasonably sized.
Yeah, he wasn't a
For-
twig. Good for him. But
Yeah.
like, I just was kind of staring after a while, and I was like, why am I staring at his chest more than his eyes?
Michael, what are you doing to me?
Kyle's never wanted to have Michael Cera's chest before.
I know. I'm like, what's happening here?
I can tell you, like, you can gauge my disappointment level. My two favorite parts, or the two parts that caught me the most, was William H. Macy letting Glenn Powell know he snatched a defeat from the jaws of victory.
Yeah.
You went on the Running Man. I was going to give you a job
Yeah.
today.
Yeah. Oof.
Just missed
And then
it.
the fact that Arnold was on the money. Like,
That was
those,
hilarious.
Those were my
Yeah.
two favorite parts, and that's
Yeah.
like, that's
Which is
not a good
rough for
thing.
you, yeah.
That's rough.
That's a downer.
Yeah, I get what you mean. I was surprised by Glenn Powell because while I think he winds up pulling a very good performance, I did feel like he struggled a bit throughout it.
Oh, yeah?
I felt like for what the movie was trying to convince of us was that this character is angry at himself, at the world, about his circumstances, that he wasn't selling it. Like, he was selling all of the other parts of this character of, like, being very cunning, very smart, like, thinking on the fly in terms of, like, creating different characters for him to do while he's, like, running away from the people chasing him, which weirdly was, like, some of his better work as compared to, like, his more angrier parts, in my opinion. I do think as the movie escalates for me, so does his performance, and it sells more, but for how much this script keeps telling you over and over again, this is an angry guy. He's the guy that you want to have win the Running Man. I'm like, I don't think he's nailing what they're trying to tell me.
I don't know. I think he did, but I think it almost felt like he was trapped in a box of being like, oh, you're angry.
Yeah.
And to me, it felt like that was him. He was just this angry guy instead of, and there was still cunning, there was still stuff, but for me, not his, but the character arc was just like, I'm angry. We didn't see much of like anything else to me.
He gets in the car and yells at that woman, and the movie like screeches to a halt for me.
Yeah.
Like, it was like,
I can understand that.
like-
yeah.
okay. And then it was all about social commentary, and I was like,
Yeah.
I don't roll your eyes. You're better than this, Ken. You're,
No, but it
you're a
hit
young
you-
man who
it hit
stands
you a
up,
lot at that point,
who
and that was
stands
a-
up for income inequality. And
Yeah.
I'm like, oh my God.
What they're saying is right, but I'm still annoyed.
I was so annoyed.
Yeah.
But I get it though. Like it's one thing to be direct. It's one thing to when it's the only thing it has going for itself.
Yeah.
I can understand how that's like a frustrating balance, and how lately it kind of is hard for that balance to have. It feels like things do need to be more direct, but at the same time, it can take people out of it.
Yeah.
And
It's tough.
Yeah, it's just I'm understanding of it.
I'm glad they did it. I'm glad it exists and we have it this week. It makes me want to watch the original and go, that was so much better. And Coleman Domingo was great, but
We should
yeah.
talk about Coleman Domingo.
Yeah.
He
I
was
mean,
a blast.
of course.
every line was great.
Yeah.
And I would say he's not as good as the host in The Arnold Running Man.
Well, and again, he didn't
is-
have much to work with
he's
either.
a better actor. Coleman Domingo's a better actor, but as
actor.
far as like he had the little snappy lines and he was really great, but like it felt like he was
There's a sauce that needs to be on
there
top
was
of
something
this.
else.
Yeah.
There was something else.
But
And
yeah, and that's where I think it's not like it. That's not Coleman's fault. That's not Glenn's fault. I think
Absolutely
in
not.
the writing and
It's
in
writing.
the, it's just he could have had more because every time I thought we'd get more of the hosts, and I haven't seen the original, which we need to do. But yeah, I was like, oh, we're just gonna see him as the host like the whole time, and it's gonna be in these short little snippets. Would have loved more of him.
He was
but-
best behind the scenes when
Yeah.
he snapped out of character.
Yeah.
Like when he was
Dang.
like, come on, man.
For the ending. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that was great. The ending was
Not going out there. It's a mob out there.
Yeah, he's like guns down. It was so good.
Do you want me to get mercury poisoning?
Yeah.
Yeah, writing was frustrating for me, not because of like the social commentary or like some of the other elements, but it was just because it felt like it was dumbing down the audience with like
Yeah.
the little things about the story. Like I was saying about the character and trying to tell us that the character is angry. There comes a point to where you are repeating aspects of the movie that have already been addressed and we will remember. Like it's one thing when it's a plot point to where it's like, oh, right, that did happen. Now
Yeah.
it's coming back into play. That's good foreshadowing.
Yeah.
You need to be reminded of that stuff.
Yeah.
You don't need to be reminded that he has a wife and a kid. And remember,
And he
he's
got
in
fired
love, and
a
he got
lot.
fired.
A
It
lot.
happened. Like,
It was like, I mean, they went back to it several times.
yeah, exactly.
so
That's
many.
honestly my biggest gripe of the movie because I worry
Fired
with this.
for
And
insubordination.
I think it's happening, especially in
okay.
television as well. I do think that scripts are being dumbed down because
Mm-hmm.
they expect audiences to be like distracted by other things, so they have to be reminded of what's going on.
Yeah.
Which I don't like personally, but
Yeah, me either.
obviously maybe you do have to adjust with the times. But
Mm-hmm.
that was my main gripe with the script.
I agree.
Yeah.
So
But-
still a fun time,
but still a fun time.
but
No, it wasn't 100%. Like
Yeah. It
It
doesn't
wasn't a
nail
bad
the
movie.
100%.
for me, it wasn't original, and I'm having an existential crisis because I'm worried like
Yeah.
cinema is moved younger than I have. Like I'm like, where's Ralph Fiennes? Where's like where can I find him in a nice jaunty picture to entertain me? Like
All right. How about we end this on a positive note with like our favorite action sequence?
Phew.
Mine was probably the hotel.
Hotel was fun.
Especially, I think a lot of people will love Glenn Powell in a small bathrobe.
And then none.
And then none.
it was a towel. It was not a
That
bathrobe.
was,
true.
uh,
And it was
Towel.
I was down. And it was scantily on there.
It was a hand towel.
It was a hand towel.
it was a hand towel.
This
And then
is,
it became a no hand towel.
Yep.
this is Edgar Wright's first time having an actual movie star in his movie. So he's like,
Gotta show him off.
yeah, buddy, I'm using you.
Here you go. Dangle off that building now.
We're gonna make Baby Driver, and we're gonna have John Hamm fully clothed the entire time. We're gonna get the weird, awkward kid from the Cancer movie
I
to
made-
be the
I made that mistake once. I won't let it happen
No.
again.
Michael Cera. I need you to put on 15 pounds of weight. No, for me, I mean, snapping into it on its own, the best action scene was Michael Cera.
Yeah.
Oh, that
Like
was so
him
fun.
Snapping into it, and it was like Home Alone
Yep.
plus Michael Cera as Kevin
And his
McAllister,
mom?
and the
Can we
mom,
say
and then
it's
he
hilarious.
Great
decides.
casting of it.
Yeah.
He decides in his crazy brain he's going to be the one who pushes the button.
That was
Yeah.
great.
And
Yeah.
it was like that. That felt a little Edgar Wright.
Yeah.
It did.
it
That whole
did.
scene was
You're
like, oh,
right.
this is what I want. This is
Yes.
it.
Yes.
Yeah.
But it's also weird because you have Glenn Powell, and it's like, why did you write this for Michael Cera? Or it
Yeah.
could have been written for Sean. What's his name? What's his actor's name? Sean.
Simon Pegg.
Simon Pegg.
Oh,
Sean
yeah,
Pegg. Yeah.
I get
One
it.
part of me is like,
We're right
did
there
you-
with you.
Did you want it to be Simon Pegg? And then you got Michael
Yeah.
Cera. That, I don't know. It doesn't matter.
That's yeah. I didn't
How about
think
you,
about
Alyssa?
that. No, I think I have to agree. I think that between the hotel and Michael Cera bit just felt the most fun and was just like, oh yeah, you don't know what's gonna happen next, and it feels I don't know, it's just a wild ride in that part.
A very wild ride, just
Mm-hmm.
for the action, but also for our reactions to this. Like, again, entertaining but messy.
Yeah.
That's the best way to describe it.
Yeah.
So strange.
Yeah. It didn't have. It wasn't cute like Predator
No.
was. It didn't have any of that. It was an R-rated action
Which was
movie.
good.
Yeah.
Because then it would have been a bad movie
Life
if it
is
was
just
cute.
passing me by. Just bury me now.
Well, Ken, will it help if we teleport back to 2008 and talk about Yip Man?
I thought I had seen this.
Okay.
I was all excited about this. I'm like, I'm going to relive this. I had not seen this movie at all
That's
in
it.
any way,
That's kind
shape,
of
or form.
exciting.
And I love Donnie Young.
Young or Yen? I think it's Yen.
I think it's Yen.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Donnie Yen. I love him.
Yeah, he's great.
John Wick's. He's the blind guy in Rogue One.
Yep.
he's
he's such a good action.
Yeah, he is.
great. Movie starts out. The bad kung fu guy comes into town, is going to kick all the other kung fu masters'
Like
asses.
a Western.
Yes,
Yep.
it's absolutely Roadhouse.
Yep.
Again. And I'm so excited about this. And then it takes a hard left turn.
Oh, yeah.
Womp
World
womp.
War II. And I get it's a true story of this guy's life, but we're going to take the hardest of left-hand turns into poverty. And
It was rough.
yeah,
A tale of two movies, really.
tale as old as time. You are the kung fu master of an entire province, and then the Japanese take over.
Well, Alyssa, this was your pick,
Mm-hmm.
and you said on the last episode that you chose it because of the tie-in with Bruce Lee, and that this movie is like loosely or partially based on
I'm
his
pretty
life.
loosely based on his life.
Right.
Obviously, very
Exceedingly
very fictional.
loosely based.
Exceedingly loosely
Okay,
based.
just
But
get that
it's
addressed.
cool that they made movies like about him. Like obviously, it's very fictional, but
he's that much of a legend.
he at least
that-
is a real person and did in fact train Bruce Lee.
He didn't have a cop pointing a gun at him and remove the barrel
And he
with
just-
one finger.
That's why I also had forgotten just like the 2000s vibe of it is
Yeah.
so fun
Yeah.
and like the
Yeah.
some of the like Matrix style fighting with the flips.
And it was like Crouching Tiger
yeah,
stuff.
so I had a fun. I didn't remember it having that much, so it was fun. It was more fun than I
The
remember
wire work
watching,
and the flipping.
yeah.
which was great. And it's just fun to see good martial arts. I liked how much fighting it had in it. And kind of with going back with like the Way of the Dragon, to me like fighting was very limited in it, or it felt like kind of big gaps.
Yeah. No,
I
this
like
was
the story.
very much
Yeah,
boom, boom,
boom,
boom,
boom,
boom.
boom, boom.
It's yeah.
Fight club elements. Gladiator elements.
Yeah.
It is a mishmash of a lot of movies. Roadhouse, Fight
It
Club,
is.
like you were saying.
Yeah.
And somehow it all blends together very well.
Mm-hmm.
I guess minus like the whiplash you can get between
Yeah,
the first half of the movie and then the second half of the movie.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
But if you can put that aside, it's pretty darn good. It just all the blending of different genres and Donnie Yen just carrying
Kicking
the whole
ass,
thing.
Yeah.
That to have a movie cut after like 25 minutes for you to like be like way into something and have some decent fights. Like all those fights were good in the beginning.
And
Yeah.
you're on a high after that.
And then have it cut to music and like B-roll and subtitles
Yep.
to explain the story. I was like, what is happening?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's when you have a party and everything's going smoothly until I don't know, someone slips on a patch of ice when they're about to leave, and you're like, oh,
Oh God,
we were so close,
buddy.
And it wasn't bad because the
No,
fighting
no,
still
No, it's just a
kept going.
downer. And then the fighting still continues to
Yeah.
be like, oh,
No, if
you're
they
sad
took that,
about it,
if
but
they took that out, you would have just because it was long too. It was like 90 seconds
yeah,
of them doing subtitles.
Yep.
I was
Yep.
like, what is this?
I kind of had forgotten how harsh the juxtaposition was, and I went, "Oh God, that's right."
Yeah.
But yeah, still some great fighting
I would
scenes.
put it up there as like one of the biggest twists that we've watched together in a movie. Because
honestly,
hey, yeah.
I mean, watching it, I mean, it like that's a turn.
It's not even like a twist. It's not like an actual movie twist.
but
it's
it hurts
just
you like one.
Yeah.
It has nothing to do with what's going on in the film. You were just in. It could have been any time period. You change the technology very slightly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You take away the gun.
Yeah.
You take away the vehicles that
Yeah.
you see.
Yeah.
Like, okay, this could have been in the 1400s. This could have been in 400 AD.
Yeah.
Like, this is great.
Yep.
And then it's like in the background. Like,
I guess for how big of a deal that war was, like it had to be addressed.
Yeah.
Like,
it's pretty big. It was like this.
It was probably also the one like historically accurate thing about that man's life that was in the movie.
yeah, that's. I
He
mean,
was ripped into poverty because of
Yeah.
World War II.
Yeah.
odd the choices of creative liberties that they
Yeah.
could have. But
But hey.
yeah, so that was a nice surprise that it was Ken's first time watching, and for us,
Yeah.
it's our second time, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, 2 thumbs up still. It was great.
Okay, good.
It was absolutely great.
And what? There's 4 of them.
I actually don't know.
Four or
There's 4
5,
or 5 of them. And I know I've seen. I think
Oh.
I've seen the second one. I
I've
haven't
absolutely seen another one after seeing this one. I was like, I did not see this one.
So this is strange. I'm seeing 2019 being like saying Ip Man 4, the finale, but then there's also Ip Man Kung Fu Master, and they're both
God,
in
of course.
2019. I don't know.
No, these
don't know.
this straight to DVD, straight to streaming.
It could have become that.
Multiplicatives of this movie.
Probably. I hope we see him more. I miss him. I mean, I guess Rogue One wasn't that long. And John Wick 4 wasn't that.
Long
What about
damn
John Wick
time.
4?
It's 10 years ago now.
Is it really?
I'm pretty
Rogue
certain.
One.
Holy. Okay, what about John Wick 4?
Most recent?
Yeah,
Yeah.
That I've
years?
seen him.
3 years.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, he's
We'll
great.
say 3.
Yeah.
Say 3 to make myself feel better.
Yeah, this
I'm gonna
is
go.
Let's
do this.
I'm gonna leave the podcast and go collect Social Security.
I can take that.
Only one way I'll feel better about this day.
The Rad Redemption.
The Raid Redemption.
Oh, the Raid Redemption. I see. Nice. Okay, I don't
Now-
know this.
Whose pick was this?
This is mine. I feel much
Yes.
better.
Hey.
This is the first one,
Yes.
because there are 2 movies.
Yes.
I always get it mixed up.
They always
that-
have confusing titles.
Yes.
One's
Okay.
called The Raid. One's called The Raid. The first one is called The Raid or The Raid Redemption, depending on the country.
Oh, okay.
The second one is also called The Raid Redemption.
Okay, so which one? So we're watching
You
the
want to
first
see
one?
the first one?
You.
Okay.
Yes. It rules, Ken.
Ooh, okay.
It is the most modern facing like
Okay.
martial arts movie I could think of.
Ooh, shoot. Okay.
Have you seen Dread?
No.
Ah, darn. Well, it's Dread, but martial arts.
Okay.
There's a tower full of bad guys and they have to clear it out.
Yeah.
Yes,
And they
let's
only have
go.
so many bullets.
Yeah.
They only have so many knives. They must resort to fists.
Good thing they have fists and feet, and they know how to jump.
They really know how to jump.
Okay.
These little
I'm here for
Filipino
it.
men can jump.
Yeah.
No, great pick. I can't wait to rewatch this.
I can't wait to force Cody to watch this.
I'm excited to watch it for the first time.
Yes. Good choice, Ken.
All
and not
right.
the last.
Hey, not the last.
Not last.
Yes.
Okay, well, again, let's enjoy this weekend. And as we were saying at the beginning of the podcast, it's going to be all about Wicked. Alyssa gave us the rundown of what to expect with Wicked. So we're going to have big grosses from that next weekend, and we're so close to it.
Yes, we're so close.
Yeah. Nothing in the trades about the re-release, so I'm excited to see what this can do.
Yeah.
Getting us the opportunity to play a prequel before the
So
sequel
good.
in theaters,
Yes.
releasing it
Yes.
as wide as you want.
Yes.
Even if God forbid you weren't going to play it next week, they would still let you open Wicked #1.
Yes. Part 1, Act 1, into Act 2 is just,
That's how we do this.
that's how it should be.
Yeah. That's a very good point. That's something that is
Yes.
definitely worth mentioning.
And if this
That's a great
works,
call.
and if it
Yep.
works, we should do this a lot more.
Every time.
Every time.
Not every
Melissa.
time. For
We just talked
musicals,
about,
okay?
we just talked about Yip
for
Man.
shows. For shows.
All right, everybody, have a great weekend.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.